All right. Climbing up Pitamakan Pass. This is, I think this is Lake of the Seven Winds. Still snowed in a little bit, but it's beautiful. Had some great weather. First week we've been out. Sunny, no clouds. Snow's been good. Easy travel. Having a good time. Well, I guess I'm through hiking now. Just decided to leave town at 6 o'clock to do another 10.5 miles to hopefully see if there's any other thru hikers in East Glacier, because the group I was with is just on a different time schedule than me. And it was tough to say goodbye on a quick, short notice, but I just felt like for my schedule I had to do it, so. 6:05, and hope to be in East Glacier by between 9 and 9:30 if all goes well. Saw some clouds coming over the horizon, so gonna hoof it. Made it 9:17. That was a pretty intense 3 hours, I gotta say. Welcome to the CDT. Thunderstorm, rain, lost the trail, second guessed. Probably got a blister on my left foot. I'm not ready to take my shoes off right now. Now I'm walking through town, seeing if I can find any other thru hikers. I'm gonna go check. I already checked Brownies, nobody there, but now I'm gonna go check Backpackers Inn Hostel. Beautiful night though. After I made it through the thunderstorm, cleared up. Another day on the CDT, I guess. I'm learning. Bear about to glissade. I don't know, what do you call that? 150 feet? Maybe 250 for a Snickers bar and a payday.
He's gonna re-hike. Snickers and a payday.
Woo!
It's beautiful!
shot up here on the Continental Divide. Looking back over the Bob Marshall Wilderness. Scapegoat. Making a late push for our first 30 of the trail. It's a nice day. Well, just went through my first real thunderstorm on the CDT. It was the kind where I ran down the hill, ditched my trekking poles, got down low. They were instantaneous thunder after the lightning strikes. Very loud. And I was a little nervous. I kind of wanted to film during it, but it was pouring so hard I could only see about 10 feet away from me and hailing at the same time. And I didn't want to get my camera wet. But, yeah, that was, got the heart going. I thought that was pretty serious. So, one thunderstorm down. Well, this just in from the through hiking off day current events. I'm tired, thirsty, my feet hurt. It's been really buggy. Really buggy. Right now it's not so much because, well, it's super dry, but also some thunderheads are building, which has provided a breeze, so I'm actually happy about the thunder clouds building. But anyway, still recovering from my monster blister, which gave me a shin splint on my other leg from compensating, and still trying to kind of push hard to get into Derby, where I'm pretty sure I'm going to be taking a 0 day. The reason I'm pushing to get into Derby is to catch up with the group ahead of me. Actually, one of whom I'm hiking with right now, Travis, or Suspect. But, and I will catch them, but I don't think I'm going to be in any condition to push on for another 5-day stretch that they're going to do, most likely. So I'll just take a 0 and remind myself that it's a long trail, and I'm not even a sixth, coming up on a sixth of the way through. So, better to take care of myself and be healthy. At least that's what I'm trying to tell myself. Although, I really want to just keep going and hike with those people, but we'll see how it shakes out. Anyway, oh, and I've probably had to go over about 100 blowdowns so far today through all these burned areas. So it's not always fun and games on a through hike, but there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. And if I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. Sun-soaking bulges in the shade.
walking. Tired feet.
Mosquitoes are pretty bad tonight. They're just waiting for me to have to go pee. Ugh. Not any better at that end either. Yeah, pretty awesome. A little bit of rain over there. If it's coming this way.
Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out! Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me.
Buzzing around, landing on my knee. How can I truly be angry with you? All you want is to be part of
Just taking a little break here. First couple hours in Yellowstone. SOL and Smooth. And
And the mosquitoes.
let's see if we can get a profile of them. See them against the light, maybe.
They're
Yeah,
bad.
they're pretty bad.
all you want is to be part of me.
Wish I could see beyond filthy blue horizon. See what lies ahead of me.
Well, it's new shoe day. These are the nice, new, clean shoes that my feet are going to be very happy to have. These are the shoes that I hiked the state of Montana in. That little bit of wear, some holes. Not very much tread left. These are your hiking shoes. These are your hiking shoes on the CDT. Any questions?
Wish I could touch you in some totally new fashion. Who do you, girl? I'm a man. Now I can't guarantee your complete satisfaction. So I'm
There's a lot of bugs flying.
the best way I can.
Whoa, that's a better shot there.
Same boy. She told me heaven and hell both one and the same. Well, I'll meet somewhere in the middle.
Alright, here we are at the parting of the waters.
This water right here. That water goes 3,488 miles to the Atlantic Ocean. And this water goes 1,353 miles to the Pacific Ocean.
Find some time, stop and smell the roses. My landlord won't let me be. My head is full of paranoia, neurosis, trying to consume my identity.
What a way to wake up.
And turn some restless nights to restless years. Hearts from hell collide on fire's highway tonight. We dreamed and now we know.
Here are the mighty thru hikers drugging up with coffee shots before this big climb. We're all tired.
That's right.
But the winds are spectacular.
Tend to overwhelm her tender frame. And when raw winds blew us down her city streets, she warmed my body with her spirit's heat. Some empty bottles of cold sweat blues, howling like outlaws from her rented room. No rising sun confession.
Gonna get wet.
Only a restless night on this for years. Hearts from hell collide on fire's highway tonight. We dreamed and now we know.
Here we are at 2 in the morning, seeing if we've got a 60 in us. It's gonna be a long day.
You know the definition of a baller. That's me. C-H-I-N-G to the Y. Let me explain it to you. I'm a baller. Say high roller, baby. Baby, baby. Shy caller. That's right. Ain't nobody gets crazy.
We're about a little over halfway, probably 35 miles into our 60 plus goal for the day. Moving pretty good. Little cloud cover, which is nice because the Great Basin is big, dry, and hot. So it's nice to have a little cloud cover. My feet are doing all right, although since it's so flat, the repetition's a little hard on them, but I think we're doing pretty good. I feel like we'll be on track for our little over 60 today. Hopefully be done by 11 tonight, but still got a ways to go, so we'll see what happens. Here we are, about 8 o'clock at night. We've been hiking since 2 this morning. Looking for a late Raleigh. We think we have maybe up to 18 miles left into Rawlins. For some reason, we think that might be all right. We'll see. Made it all the way into Rawlins. Got here about 12:30, 12:45. Not sure the exact miles. I'll figure that out tomorrow, but probably a little over 65. Kind of sore, not too bad.
כמה כעסים שמרתי במיוחד לך, אתה יקר לי.
Just finished a 4,000-foot climb at the end of our about 35-mile day when by the time we get to camp. Standing at just under 12,000 feet right now. Sucking a little wind on that last climb, but it's done and feeling good. Colorado.
כמה מחשבות, פרידה, שנאה, בתוך כל זה צומחת לנו אהבה. כמה סיפורים לאורך השנים, אם רק ידעתי כמה אני שקופה לך, רציתי לדעת לשקר לך, רציתי לדעת לשקר.
Here are the intrepid thru hikers and E-Blanket, who has to get off trail because of her broken foot. About to hike out into the rain because we're dumb. We have no other options.
סלחת לי, האם אני סלחתי גם לך, דווקא המילים הבהירות החליקו לי ממני מתחת לשפה. רציתי לדעת לדבר איתך, רציתי לדעת לדבר איתך, רציתי לדעת לדבר איתך, רציתי לדעת לדבר איתך, רציתי לדעת לספר לך, רציתי לדעת להיות לך, רציתי לדעת לרגש אותך, רציתי לדעת
So much moving I got to do. Don't wanna wait for my shoes to walk over me before I do. With so much talking left to do, you stop talking way too soon. Put my shoes right back on too. So what's left to do with you? So what's left to do with you? So much fighting left to do. Don't wanna stop before I'm through. Put my car right back on you. You tag me up, spin me out.
CDT, baby. There is my trail. Along there, but it's too late to try that today. Try to find as sheltered of a spot as I can. Hope doesn't come over here. See that snow off in the distance? Here I am on top of Mount Flora, Colorado Rockies, after just having my butt handed to me by the CDT yet again. I elected not to do that ridge walk last night, although it cleared up this morning. Well, when I woke up where I camped at about 13,000 feet last night, it was snowing, and being by myself and it being pretty gnarly, I decided it wasn't a good idea. So instead I did a 12-mile alternate, which is actually probably about as hard, but at least it was safer. But I've been moving really slow. I think the elevation's getting to me. So, as you can see, snow is once again finding its way into the Rockies. And it's starting to make me feel like I need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Right in front of me, color of her eyes were the color of insanity. Crushed beneath her wave like a ship I could not reach the shore. We're all just dancers on the devil's dance floor. Well, swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Brushed against her face, I could feel her insecurity. Mother had been a drunk and her father was obscurity. Nothing ever came from a life that was a simple one. Pull yourself together, girl, have a little fun. When she took me by the hand, I could see she was a furry one. Legs ran all the way up to heaven and past Avalon. Tell me something, girl, what it is you have in store. She said, come with me now on the devil's dance floor. Well, swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Yeah!
First glimpse of the San Juans up here. Weather's been holding out for us with Colorado Trail hiker Paul. Yeah, it's nice to finally get to see a reward for all our work. I don't know if it's gonna come across on camera, but it sure is a beautiful valley. Man. We had some rain showers and a little snow, not much, just a little bit. But the evening's shaping up to be pretty nice. This is Lost Trail Creek. We'll see if I get rained on tonight.
A little confused. I had the feeling of lost. I took 3 wrong turns. Weather is not great. I feel pressure for the next couple of days. I have to make big miles, and being lost is not part of the plan. And I don't know, I didn't like how I was feeling back there, but I didn't lose it. I kept working the map, compass, and GPS, and I figured it out. I'm coming over Hunchback Pass now. The rest of the day looks much more straightforward. So hopefully the weather holds off for the rest of today at least, and I can just feel like I make some really good progress. But remember this moment.
Well, I just walked through this murky, deep ditch. It's called the ditch. I don't remember what it's called, whatever. It was cold. There's still ice on the edges. Waist deep. My legs are pink with freezingness. That was miserable. That was the CDT. Here's a little taste of what it's like to walk on the Continental Divide Trail. That's the trail. These bushes are not soft.
And then you get legs that look like this.
Pretty fun.
I'm
can personally vouch for the fact that not all of New Mexico is a desert. It's getting a little hard to find the trail sometimes, but so far so good. It's gonna be a very cold night. It's snowing just like a really fine powder because it's so cold. It's 30 degrees inside my tent right now, 7 o'clock, and that's the sound of snow hitting my tent. Met a guy on the road named Jose who said there were some cabins around here. I followed his directions and it dead ended at a fence. So maybe he was mistaken on which road it was. I don't know, but I'm gonna be cold tonight. And I just hope that the weather forecast said it's gonna start clearing tomorrow. Hope that is true. Hope I don't wake up to like 2 feet of snow or some crazy, I don't know. Anyway.
Out here on the plains, my love, it's only wind and ice and trees that wave from above. But when the cold, the dark and the silence come, it's like a sudden rush of water through your heart and lungs. When the cold, the dark and the silence come, it's like a sudden rush of water through your heart and lungs.
Whoops.
It's over, it's only the leaves, the trees.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up, churning and burning, they yearn for the cup.
Well, I think it's official. I'm in the desert now. Not a lot of mountains left.
As they speed through the finish, the flags go down, the fans get up, and they get out of town. The arena is empty, except for one man still driving and striving as fast as he can. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up, and long ago somebody left with the cup. But he's driving and striving and hugging the turns, and thinking of someone for whom he still...
Well, I made a mistake. There was a hiker who came through here about a week before me, maybe 10 days, and he found a faucet running with water. And so I thought that was close enough to me that I could probably plan on that water being there. And it was dry. And it's about 14 miles to the next water. Reliable water. So I had conserved my last 2/3 of a liter just in case there wasn't any water, and there wasn't. So, but it's not really an extra 2/3 of a liter. I should have drank it, but I didn't, and now I'm glad, because I mean that's what I had to get me through. In my favor is the fact that it's evening, so also it's full moon. So I'm just gonna walk till I get to the water, and hopefully I can stay on the trail reasonably well with the full moon. It's not the best trail right now. It's just marked with these cairns. But it's been pretty decent. I think I got a good shot at it. So it's gonna be a thirsty next 4 hours. My mistake. Well, a little while later, I came across the paved road and decided that I would see if any cars came along, and I managed to flag down the third or fourth one, and they gave me a liter of water and a liter of Dr. Pepper, which I don't normally drink, but hey. And so I just camped a little bit past the road, and I will go to the next water source in the morning. Hated to ask someone for water like that, but I'm much better off because of it. Well, I'm here at the top of Mount Taylor.
I felt so safe in the warming bath of sunlight, the vast open sky could do no harm, like an embrace from mother's arms. In sunlight, in sunlight, in sunlight, in sunlight. With every year that came to pass, more clouds appeared till the sky went black, and there was no sunlight, no sunlight. And there was no sunlight anymore.
Well, another example of the ups and downs of the trail. I'm a little tight on food for this stretch. Got a couple days still to get into Doc Campbell's. I was just counting up my food last night and noticed that it's a little tight. I mean, I'll be fine, but... And then, just a little while ago, I'm opening a bag of corn nuts, and I drop them and spill half the bag, and just really frustrating since I'm already short on food. Then a truck comes by with some hunters in it, and they give me a bag of donuts. Just made me really happy. Life on the trail.
No sunlight, no sunlight. No sunlight, no sunlight, no sunlight, no sunlight, no sunlight anymore.
Walking through fields of dry grass lets those things do this. And it hurts.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses?
Here I am in the Gila, middle fork of the Gila Canyon, in the middle of doing 85 crossings of this creek in like less than 20 miles. My feet have been wet a lot, but it's pretty cool down here. A lot different from the rest of the desert in New Mexico. Good stuff.
Diamond's boy, she'll beat you if she's able. No, the Queen of Hearts is always your best bet. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table. but you only want the things that you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. And freedom, oh freedom, well that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world.
Ever since I left Deming this morning, these mile markers have been counting down how many miles I have left on the trail too. It's kind of crazy, only 10 miles left after roughly 2,700 that I've already done. It's kind of surreal, but it's also kind of cool to have that marker counting them down. So I figure, I don't know, maybe 3 hours left. That'll be it.
Way down here